IssanVisuals.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Cosey. Y'all know, founder of Be Cosey. Yeah. I felt that it was fitting that I share my own personal effects from a loss. Before I was born, my grandmother had passed. Her name is Carolyn. Her name is Carolyn Sandra Cosey. I have her namesake. And growing up, I kind of struggled with accepting the fact that I'm named after her. One, because I've never met her. I don't know anything about her. I have no memory of her. And I hated the fact that, like, literally disliked the fact that my cousins, older cousins, had experiences with her because they would talk about her so much. And I'm like, I'm named after her. Like, I should have a memory of her. So I was frustrated a lot with that. And for a long time, I would not answer to the name Carolyn. Like, if you weren't my parents, I would not answer to you calling me Carolyn. And I think because of that, it was like a defense mechanism because I didn't feel like I was deserving of her name. I didn't feel like I'm the right person to honor her name. I didn't feel like I deserved it. Like, how can I have a name that from someone I never met? Like, I have no connection with. And I think what also contributed to that feeling of not being wanting to be named Carolyn is because so many people tell me, oh, Carolyn, that name don't fit you anyway. Like, so that contributed to me really not wanting to be called Carolyn. But last year for my 21st birthday, I had visited her gravesite for the first time. And when I was there, I just started crying. Like, I was just like, wow, this is her. Like, this is how I got to see my grandmother in the ground. And at that moment, I felt some sort of peace and understanding, like, it's okay. I'm named after her for a reason. Like, although I don't have a memory of her, like, she's still here spiritually with me. And I don't know, like, now I kind of still struggle with being called Carolyn. Like, when people call me Carolyn, I might give you, like, a look like, why are you calling me Carolyn? Like, don't call me that. But I think it's something I have to kind of accept. Like, it's a reason that I'm calling her in her name. But it'll come later down the line. But I love my grandmother. And although I've never seen her eyes, never seen her face to face, I know she's my angel up there watching over me. And I love her dearly. And I'm always going to appreciate being named after her, although I don't know why would y'all do this, but I love her anyway. The most impactful loss for me was my Uncle Brock. In 2010, he had heart surgery, and from complications from his heart surgery, he had passed away. And his death is still... It still bothers me now because, like, everybody has that favorite uncle, and he was, like, it for me. Like, that was my man. He was the big teddy bear, real loud bass in his voice. He's well known around the DC. He was well known around the DC area from coaching, or just being Big Brock. And he was one of my #1 supporters with basketball. And every time I see him, he'll be like, "Shorty, how that jump shot looking? Jump shot looking good?" Yeah, it's looking good, Unc, it's looking good. Every time. How that jump shot looking? Looking good. So when he had the heart surgery, I'll never forget, I came home and my mom was like, hey, we're going to go see Uncle Brock, but before you get up there, I want you to know that he's on life support. And immediately, like, I'm like, life support, what that mean? Like, what's wrong with him? Like, he's straight, he's Uncle Brock, like, he's strong, like, he the man, like, nothing can stop Uncle Brock. So we got there, and everybody was just, like, real emotional. And I'm, like, I think, like, I was, like, 12 or something at the time. And I'm trying to figure out what everybody crying. Like, the doctors, like, keep testing him, like, when he gonna wake up? And he just never did. And I'll never forget, we was in the hospital, and it was time to take him off life support. And we were just singing. We were singing to God and, like, praying and things like that, and it was very emotional for me because I'm young. Like, I can't take the image of him being in that bed like that out of my head. And years down the line, like, I had this picture of him with me and him from after my basketball game, and I took that to college every year, every 4 years. When I was in junior college, I took it. When I finally went D1, I was like, Uncle Brock, we did it. Like, I went D1. My jump shot got me to D1. And my junior year, I had stopped playing ball. And for a long time, I couldn't look at his picture because I felt like, I disappointed him by quitting, because that's the connection we had with basketball. And because I stopped playing basketball, I felt like I disappointed him. But like me quitting, like really like, dang, I'm sorry. Me quitting, I felt like I disappointed him. I didn't try hard enough, and I should have just kept going. And I never forget like the day I like turned his picture around, because I couldn't even look at it. I couldn't look at him at all. I couldn't look at the picture. I was just like, it's unbelievable. Like, he wouldn't want me to quit. He wouldn't want me to give up like this. Like, I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, I'm disappointing him. And then I'll never forget, like, I prayed and I prayed and I prayed, and I was like, yo, like God, like, help me out. Like, I know Uncle Brock watching me. I know I'm making him proud in the classroom, but it was tough. Like, his death still affects me to this day, but I think it touches a lot of our family members to this day, because every time we get together, it's like a big missing piece. Like, he's missing. But I love him dearly, and I love him still, and I know that he's watching me, and that he's proud of me, that the woman I've become now. And I'll forever love my uncle. And I just wanted to share that with everybody, that, you know, losses aren't easy. It's always tough, but with the love of family and the love of God, you're going to make it through. So to my grandmother, Carolyn Sandra Cosey, I love you. To my uncle, William Brockenberry, I love you. I love all of y'all. Stay up. Be cozy. Yeah.
IssanVisuals.